Well, it's very odd, really. I was a student at LaGrange College, and I was the RA on a floor of 16 girls. And one of the girls was the daughter of the dean of Oxford College. And so one time we all came to Oxford, and I happened to get to spend the weekend at the dean's house, and I got to know Dean and Miss Edie real well. When I was a senior, Dean said, "What you going to do next year?" And I said, "Well, I'm waiting to hear from some offers." And he said, "What would you think about coming to Oxford?" Well, I went, Oxford, undergraduate degree, this sort of thing. And he said, "We have 2 men in physical education, and we need a woman because we're going to have more women at Oxford." So that's the reason I came. Dean Edie gave me a 1-year appointment and said, "You have to start on your master's." And so when I finished my master's, then I was a full-time instructor. But that was it. I was fortunate enough to be the first woman full professor. But, I didn't get bent out of shape. People would ask me if I were feminist. I said, yes, I'm a feminist. But at the same time, I'm not a rabbit about it. And I said, to be a feminist, to me, to make any sense, is to do the job the best way you can do the job. And people see that you can do it. And that was it, because we all were working together to keep Oxford moving and to make a good school, which it still is. I never saw a tennis court till I went to LaGrange College. I graduated from Casita High School just below Fort Benning in Columbus, Georgia. And it was the smallest accredited high school in the state of Georgia. And I tell everybody I was in the top 10 because there were only 9 in my class. So anyhow, I played basketball and softball. That was it. And went to church. That was our kids' play. And when I played at LaGrange, I liked tennis very much. When I started teaching it, I had a lot of struggling to learn how to teach tennis because I was just before then I was just out there batting the ball, but I won, So when we changed our curriculum in the physical education department, other people were choosing one thing or another, and I said, well, I'll take tennis. And then that's when I started coaching, also coaching the women. So that's the way I just sort of, it just happened. I still call myself a teacher. Now, everybody else calls me coach, and coach is a very endearing term, and I don't reject it. But I see myself as a teacher more than a coach. Education, to me, that's what it's all about. And research is great. Writing books is wonderful. But the fact that you can open another person's mind to something that they have never had any inkling of before, and you see that light come on, or you see the ball go over the net, that sort of thing. That's pretty exciting, and it's important just in our culture. And I never considered anything else but teaching.